Another really good performance from our guys today. I told them at halftime, and it turned out, a timeout in the first half. Because, the game started, it looked like an NBA pickup game. It was just score, 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 score. And at some point, some team had to make the decision they were gonna play some defense. And I thought coming out of halftime, that's what we did. We fouled a little bit early, but I thought we played a little bit more physical. And once our defense started to settle in, I thought that's what really turned it here. Great job sharing the ball, 24 assists. A lot of guys were good that way. Key to the game, they cut it to 6. We're up, whatever it was, 13, 11, cut it to 6, come out of the timeout. We did a really good job executing a play. We score, get a stop, score again, and then we never look back. And so a lot of guys played well, but how about Rashawn? He's so important to us. He just continues to grow as a player, was really good on defense, and just obviously I thought got us going on the offensive end.
The overall scheme of things, are you starting to see this team build off one thing to another, whether it's a workout, practice, a game?
Well, I've been screaming from day one, that I thought this team could improve. I said that. I look at them, I know their character, right? I know who they are. They come to work every day. There hasn't been any, selfishness or anything. They've really tried to buy in and pull together. And I think you're just starting to see that manifest into success, believing in the process. And it's going to keep being hard. It's going to keep getting harder. But I think that's what it starts with, is that we just got great guys, and they continue to come to work every day and try to get better. And the staff does a great job. And when you have the right kinds of people, you can continue to improve.
What did you say in that timeout, and what do you think Niko actually heard? Because he's the one that kind of sparked that whole segment.
Well, you got to have poise. There's no panic. It's just, they cut it to 6. It happens, and it's called a timeout. We just wanted to come out and, again, talk about, hey, we got a guard here, but we executed a play. We ran a little ISO play for Niko to drive. He found Ethan on a cut that we worked on, and then came down and made the play. Just kind of had that look in his eye, in the second half, and played like an all-league player of the year, kind of guy. And he's just playing so good on both ends of the floor, and he's not forcing anything. It's really fun to watch.
Defensively, that second half, was there any significant change thematically, or was it more just attention to detail?
Not really. Just kind of trying to clean up maybe some of the details, and obviously you could see, they were just putting their head down, driving it. And it's frustrating sometimes you're playing at that. I thought the whistle got pretty tight that way. It kind of evened out in the end. But I thought we just played with a little bit more physicality and toughness. I thought we did a pretty good job on the glass for the most part. There were a lot of missed shots, but I don't know if there was anything major. Maybe did a little bit with our ball screen coverage. You probably tried not to get too extended like we were in the first half. And so I thought that all those things were a factor.
What stood out about Niko from a facilitation standpoint? It seemed like he was really passing the ball well.
And he's wired that way. He loves being a playmaker, and he's always been that way. And he's just, again, I just think he's really starting to, as the season goes on, learn what it's like to be at the top of the scouting report and know that he's going to get his opportunities to score. But when he draws 2 and people on him just to make the simple plays, got great length. He sees the floor really, really well. And when he plays simple like that, it's really good for us and it's good for him.
How good was it? You get it established with Sean early in the paint, but then the second night in a row you shot well from the perimeter. How much easier does it make it for you to operate your offense as a team?
Makes it a lot easier. It's another thing. I said, hey, I really believe we could shoot it better, and we just weren't making any threes for a long time. But we have been scoring from 2. I think going into the game, we led our league in 2-point field goal percentage. And so what does that do, right? We collapse the paint, we score, and our guys share it. We got to make some shots. And so I just think you're seeing some confidence, right? Some guys feeling like it's going to go in, shooting the ball with confidence, and hopefully that continues because, again, you can say whatever you want. Sometimes it's a make-miss deal.
I think everyone can see last season that short performances like this were in Rashawn, even in a limited role, playing behind guys like Joel and Pat. How nice has it been to see him kind of put it all together here in year 2, where he's kind of the focal point for you guys offensively against a team that was really intent on guarding that way?
It's interesting with Rashawn. First of all, elite human being. He's got a lot of ability. He missed all summer. Guys, he doesn't really practice. You know what I mean? It's just, that's what's crazy about it. It's just, he's really battling. He's feeling better, but it's just, you know, he gets out there, he does, you know, the work that he can, and we get him out to the court, but I think everybody can see just how valuable he is to us on both ends that way. And he plays so physical, he plays with great emotion, he's got great hands, and I mean, let's remember he's only a sophomore, you know, so I think like he's playing really well, but I mean, his future is really bright.
How important was this, especially given such a challenging road trip for him?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't look ahead, you know, that way. You just got to stay in the moment. This was a critical game, you know, today for us. But, you know, they're all going to be challenging. It's going to get harder from here. I mean, we know, I don't think San Diego State got beat, right, today. So we know what we're walking into Tuesday. But like I always do, I'm going to enjoy this one tonight. Might go get a steak or go do something like that and enjoy it here for a few hours. And then we'll turn our attention to the Aztecs. But, you know, we've played, to be honest, like we've played, other than CU, we've played pretty good away from here, you know. And we know how hard it's going to be, but we're up to the challenge. We'll go fight and then move on to the next one. But I really like how this group's coming together. I like how they're wired, and we just got to keep getting better because everybody else will too. Thank you. Yep.